Okay.
What's up, guys? We're coming. Don't you worry, baby. We're coming. I see DZ. I see Daniel. Maybe Daniel and DZ are the same people because they both got the same initial. I don't know. We have to get into some AVAX Q&A, it looks like. And what is this coin? What is this coin you're talking about? DZ, are you in the Discord just out of curiosity? Because if you're not, we're going to have to figure something out eventually to get you in there. Seconds remaining. Check. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, go.
In crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
Disclaimer, not financial advice. We are not liable for any financial decisions. This is for entertainment purposes only. What up, guys? Trent, I just deleted something on StreamYard.
What do you mean?
I deleted box 1. I went to click it and it like deleted it.
What's box 1?
I think it was welcome.
Oh, no. No, box 1 had nothing on the bottom. That's fine. We didn't need it anyways.
We didn't need it anyways, guys. Welcome in, guys. I can't wear the hat at the same time. These glasses are just too much. But what can I say? What do you guys think of these glasses? You like them? I went antiquing shopping today at Leavenworth. So I've been gone most of the day. Not going to lie. Maybe I'll try to fit on top. Yeah. Welcome in. Smash that golden like button if you like Steen Trent in the house, or if you just like these shades, smash it like a bug with these alien glasses. We also have a subscribe button. We ring a ding ding and you ring a ding ding, and you find us over there on YouTube. There's a bell. Smash that bell over there and Kick and Rumble. We're just naturally growing, and it's all sorts of amazingness. Also, while I was in Leavenworth, I bought a new beer stein. I'm interested in. I'm going to reveal on the stream. Everybody gets to see it, so we're going to take a look at it. Trent, you haven't seen it yet, just so you know.
Nice.
That other one, I wouldn't want to show on camera. I'm opening it up, guys. It's a box. It's a box with a stein. So you guys have to let me know what you think. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for blue, guys. Check it out. What do you guys think of this stein?
Hey,
Yeah, I like blue, man. Only thing I need is that little cap thingy that they place on there.
Yeah.
But I'll have to Try it out. The only thing I just realized about this beer stein, because aren't steins made in Germany? Because this one sure is made in. Well, you know what? I didn't see that on there when I was buying it. Okay, I bought the one in the box, the one on the counter. Clearly didn't have that one because that one hadn't been great sales tactics. But we're gonna try it out, guys. I gotta open up the chat. I'm sorry, I have the chat closed. Yeah, we're gonna. I got a Icicle Little Hazy Giant IPA. You know, this little sucker, man, is running about. It's tiny, man. It's like a light beer. It's only 5.4%. I just like Icicle. I bought it and didn't look, and now I'm like, oh, it's a little not as strong as I normally get. But hey, little ASMR pop. We're gonna try out the new Stein. It's clear, man. That beer did not look like a strong beer. Oh. You know, this was an IPA. This sucker would overfill. You guys can't even see the foam, but it's right there. You guys, good news is I ordered some new lights. So we will have some camera lighting actual setup where you guys should be able to see the beer pour is more of another level of awesomeness. Who we got in here? I've got to scroll back up. I hate CCP. He says, love the glasses. I think AVAX will hit $100. It should do pretty good. I think it should go more than that, Daniel.
He said soon. Daniel, I do think AVAX can hit $100 this year. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, it has. We have to full peak bull run though for everything. Even like look at Hedera sign that's all time high. Made in China mugs have lead paint and toxins. You know, CCP, I believe that, but you know, there's no return policy, so I'm just going to pretend that it doesn't have as much lead paint. Maybe it's made in Germany. What we got here? And then we got, I got to scroll up a little bit. CCP says, let moon fellas. Daniel Kaufman said, yo, I don't know about AVAX. It's a good project. It might be sometime to buy. You know what? I'm going to look at the 24-hour volume because we were diving into that just the other day. Dude, I got to take some of these glasses off, bro. I can't breathe. It's pushing so hard down my nose.
Guys, I do have a crowler today. This is 32 ounces of beer, which is why you're not getting the pop on screen because I already popped it. And this is from Around the Horn Brewing Company. I feel like I gotta move my mic up just a little bit. But it's from Around the Horn Brewing Company, which is in Groveland, California.
Oh, that's my idea, Daisy.
And that's just slightly outside of Yosemite National Park. That's where I was at the last several days. Up there, with my wife for her birthday and some friends, and just having a good time.
You didn't invite me, isn't it?
You weren't gonna come down from Washington to go.
Well, if Yosemite was meeting me in the middle, maybe I would have thought about it.
So this one is called No Prost on Sundays, and this is a German fest beer, which is like, if I had to compare it to something, it's like an Oktoberfest. It's malty.
Oh, Oktoberfest. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, it's malty, kind of has some caramel notes, and it's called No Prost on Sunday as a play on words, like from Harry Potter, in the first movie when the Uncle Vernon comes out and he's like, you know why I love Sundays? And Harry's like, because there's no post on Sundays. So yeah,
because we can't see through homes. When you paint a house in lead, they can't use X-ray vision, whatever, they see into them.
There you go. There's your German fest beer. A little bit of a change from the hazy IPAs that I'm always drinking.
That's a nice color.
Yeah.
Ambery.
Rich, caramely.
Yeah, caramely. Hey Trent, can I show my other Stein I got from my uncle?
Yeah.
You think you don't think it's bad for YouTube?
No, you're fine.
All right, guys. So this is if you have children, you might want to shine them away for a second. I bought this for my uncle for his Christmas present. He likes gay gifts and stuff. Tell me what you guys think. That's a stein. That's a beer stein. A beer glass.
Yeah.
Sorry for that inappropriate humor, but
Oh,
yeah,
you're good.
this is not for children.
So
I wonder if those are, the nips are made in China. Maybe but China.
I do have some Caleb and Brown roll up. Let's see here. Share screen.
I'm so glad you just got here, Millie. I'm so glad you missed the crude humor. Don't go back.
Let's see here. Throw that up on the screen.
The kids don't lick paint. They maybe shove the forks in the socket, but they don't do that. Lick paint.
So, guys, today we have the weekly roll up from Caleb and Brown. If you guys want this weekly roll up to get dropped into your inbox every week, then you know what to do. Find the link to Caleb and Brown in the description. Create a free account. Free to deposit, free to withdraw, free to talk to your personalized custom crypto broker. And you get this weekly news roll up dropped into your inbox every week without having to fund your account at all. Just make a free account. So there you go. Here's what we have going on for the last week. Market highlights. 31 billion US dollars worth of Bitcoin options will expire on October 31st. Guys, the last couple times that that's happened, it's been a volatile day to the downside. So, will this flip that? I don't know. We'll have to go to CoinGlass and we'll have to look at the options expiry and look at where the strike rate is at. We'll have to look at what price. And sorry, guys, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold. It's not like the last time I got sick. It didn't take me down at all. I just got congested. But yeah, so we'll have to go on CoinGlass and look at what price CoinGas and look at what price all of the put and call options will expire worthless. So that'll give us some more insight into whether October 31st may be bullish or bearish. Alleged Trump insider whale closes another Bitcoin short position with 6.4 million US dollars in profit. Crypto executives meet with US senators to discuss the stalled crypto market structure bill. Binance founder Zhepeng Zhao, also known as CZ, Changpeng Zhao. I want to say Xi Jinping. Guys, I'm sorry. I am not. I love China. We love Chinese people here on the channel. Okay, we do. It's just sometimes names are hard, man. That's all it is. CZ was pardoned by President Trump. Cadena ceased business operations due to unsustainable market conditions. We covered that on the show last week as it was happening. Upward momentum in risk assets resumed with major U.S. indexes. Shouldn't it be indices? If it's plural. Anyways, with major U.S. indexes closing at fresh all-time highs. Gains followed U.S. CPI rising 0.3% in September, below the 0.4% forecast. The weaker reading adds further confidence that the FOMC will likely cut rates by 25 basis points on October 29th. Guys, that's tomorrow. And I did see that the the Fed Watch tool is up to like 98% chance they're cutting. So, Fed Chair Jerome Powell may also announce an end to quantitative tightening, expected to begin immediately. So, ending quantitative tightening is one step closer to quantitative easing, which is turning the money printer back on. Guys, when we had an altcoin season in 2021, the money printer was on. When we had an altcoin season in 2017, the money printer was on. So, I don't know. It's unfortunate if it's true, but that may have to happen in order to get an alt season. So I don't know. If you asked me a few months ago, I would have said, well, let's wait and see how it plays out. But hold on 1 second.
Trent, how do we do that chat overlay that they were talking about? Where did he go? Well, I got some good information for you, Daniel, about AVAX. Well, we're gonna let Trent disappear for a second.
Sorry about that. So yeah, strong Q3 earnings also lifted markets, with analysts expecting 10.4% year-over-year growth, up from 8.8% earlier this month. Flash PMI updates beat forecasts in Germany, the UK, and the US. UK manufacturing PMI hit 49.6, while German and US services PMIs were 54.5 and 55.2 respectively. On Thursday, October 30th, President Trump and Xi will meet to address trade tensions and finalize a U.S. trade deal. After agreeing on a framework at the ASEAN summit, also this week, 5 of the Magnificent Seven, including Apple and Microsoft, will report Q3 earnings. So stocks, are all up about 2%. The major indexes. Looking ahead, we've got rate cuts tomorrow, Bank of Canada tomorrow, Bank of Japan tomorrow, European and Central Bank main financing rate decision on October 30th. Bank of Japan not tomorrow, that's Thursday. So we've got a lot of monetary policy loosening around the world this week, not just here in the US. Crypto market sector performance, I'm going to skip all that. Hey, last time we looked at this, it was deep red. So, man, everything was red. So this is nice to see. DPIN coming up. DeFi, smart contract platforms coming up. AI slightly in the green. Man, AI has gotten absolutely hammered in 2025. It feels like it overpromised in 2024 and under-delivered in 2025. But guys, that tells you that pendulum swinging back and forth, that it's gonna swing back the other way. And when it does, I'm telling you guys, there's some coins, Tau, Render, FET, Akash, some other AI projects. I think that now, these days, Co-AI, I think that TA and Bless are all going to absolutely rip. Guys, those all-time highs are not going to be the all-time highs forever.
That's something too that Banana Republic was saying. He said what must happen in order for us to get into the alt season, and I hate CCP said we need a new pump for Bitcoin to get 150K, some significant new highs. In other words, no BTC new high, no alt season. And I don't know if that's necessarily true. It definitely feels like that as a narrative, but I think the biggest thing we need for an alt season, and Trent could probably even correlate with this, is we really just need Bitcoin dominance to flip. That's really what it is. Really bottom of the line, it comes down to it. If Bitcoin never hit a new all-time high, but the dominance could flip, then I think we would get that.
That is the definition of an altcoin season. But it depends on where you measure it from, right? Like, if you're measuring it from the top of Bitcoin dominance, then yeah, altcoin season technically begins when Bitcoin dominance breaks down. But, to get a true altcoin, a true what we think of as an altcoin season, I do actually agree that like Bitcoin has to pump again, so that fresh capital is rotated out. I do think that. I don't think that 150K is necessarily the number. Here's the reason why. Like, look, it can start at 120. It really can. Like, there's nothing that says it can't. In 2021, altcoin season was happening as Bitcoin was doing another 2 to 3x from its current prices. Bitcoin dominance was dropping through the floor, but the Bitcoin price was growing 2 to 3x at the same time. So, I mean, it Bitcoin doesn't have to get to 150, in my opinion, in order for altcoin season to really kick off. But I do agree that it probably has to it probably has to run it back to all-time highs. I do I do I do think that's a fair point. Um, so Bitcoin opened the week at $108,676, rallied toward $112,000, retraced to 107, and later regained strength to break above 115. So even without looking at the chart, guys, um, that is a new pattern of higher highs and higher lows. Well, yeah, you have a high, you have a low, you have a higher high, and we're dipping right now. You have a lower high, so
Yeah.
or I mean a higher low. So
Yeah. We'll
well,
cover Avalanche for you, Daniel, and there are some bullish news I would like to share with you.
Oh yeah, I saw that real briefly. Bitcoin dominance hovered around 59.4% and 60% this week. Bitcoin investment products saw $931 million of inflow this week. Following this month's flash crash, October's Bitcoin options expiry has hit a record $31 billion worth of positions, much higher than last month's $18 billion expiry. Notable concentrations of put contracts are around $100,000, while calls are clustered at $120,000, signaling traders are betting on a retracement later this week or further strength following renewed upward momentum. Analysts suggest that a spike in volatility could trigger another liquidation event, as leveraged positions could exacerbate any upward or downward moves. The alleged Trump insider whale has closed another large short Bitcoin position. The position closed on Wednesday before Bitcoin broke above $110,000, secured $6.4 million in profit. The same week, the whale earned almost $200 million earlier in this month by shorting Bitcoin and Ethereum before President Trump's October 10th tariff threats against China. Elon Musk's SpaceX moved over $133 million worth of Bitcoin on Friday, October 24th. It's unclear if those coins will be sold, but the 1,215 Bitcoin was moved to separate addresses that are not labeled as belonging to the company. The move came as Bitcoin traded above $110,000 with upward momentum resuming. This week, BitPlanet, Strategy, and American Bitcoin all bought some more Bitcoin. Ethereum opened the week at $39.84, declined to a weekly low of $37.11, and then gained throughout the second half of the week as market sentiment improved on macro developments. Price has since retraced to settle around $41.20 as the new week starts. Ethereum dominance hovered around 13.2% this week. Ethereum-focused funds saw outflows of $169 million this week. The Ethereum Foundation moved $610 million worth of ETH to a new wallet on Wednesday, October 22nd. The move is reportedly a routine transaction to a safe multi-sig wallet as the foundation explores using DeFi protocols available on the platform, including Aave, CowSwap. What is CowSwap? And Morpho. Ethereum Layer 2 network, Mega ETH. Okay, I don't care about that. Some more companies bought Bitcoin. Oh, dude, that happened this week. Virtual's protocol gained 80%.
Yeah.
79.3. The network of productive artificial intelligence agents saw a rally of over 100% before retracing slightly. Guys, this is what I'm saying. There's some stuff going on that's telling you that AI is going to run it back. I know people are, saying it's down and out, but AI is going to run it back. 2024 was not its heyday. So the gains came following the announcement of integrating Coinbase's X402 protocol into the ecosystem. The protocol is an open payment standard which enables AI agents to facilitate instant on-chain stablecoin payments. Hyperliquid also gained almost 80%. Wow. The gains are presumably due to whale activity on the decentralized exchange and its announcement that the network is looking to raise $1 billion to double down on its treasury plan and buy more hype. Trump coin grew 20%. On the
Did
news,
you see what happened today?
I did not.
So, guys, this is pretty huge for Crypto.com. And you know, Trent knows I'm a huge Crypto.com bull. And the trading volume on it is up 3 times what it was up yesterday. And why is that? Well, they just announced that they partnered up with True Social and Will Liberty Finance, and they're creating their version of Polymarket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Prediction markets, yes. And guess what's going to be the token for that?
What? Oh, Trump?
Crow.
Oh.
Whoa, yeah.
Dang.
And it's going to be on True Social, and it's on Will Liberty, and it's on Crypto.com. I'm telling you, man, they're building something.
Dang.
Look how hot Polymarket is. And I hear this new one called Kalshi. Everybody's heard a lot of Kalshi talk. Did you know what Kalshi is built on top of?
No.
Because I didn't know it was a crypto thing till just recently. It's Solana.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That? Yeah, it made sense to me too. But I'm like, how many people are using Kalshi that don't know it's crypto based?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Polymarket is the largest prediction market in the world. But if there's something that's going to...
It's on top of Polygon. Nobody likes Polygon.
Yes, exactly. If there's something that's going to overtake it, man, this Crow thing with World Liberty Financial sounds like it can overtake it. Exactly because no one likes Polygon.
Yeah, right.
No one cares about it.
No one cares about it. Hey, you know what's something interesting?
Yeah.
Another thing that's interesting. Do you know how much money PayPal stablecoin has in it and where it's at in the top coins rating?
I don't.
You want to throw a number out there for the market cap?
I don't think it's in the top 100. Is it?
2.5 billion, top 42.
Oh.
And I just saw that when I was scrolling through looking at AVAX stuff, and I was like, wow, that snuck up on me.
Yeah.
Did that sneak up on you guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's not Tether, clearly, but
right.
being the top 50?
Yeah. Hey, PayPal, you would think that they should because, guys, PayPal was the original, hey, crypto is breaking into corporate America. Like, PayPal buying Bitcoin was like what kicked off the 2020, the end of 2020 bull run going into 2021. So yeah, guys, Cardano fell through the floor last week. Crypto ETF news. In altcoins, Solana and XRP. So if this came out Monday, I don't know if it got the news about the ETFs. But what were the 3 ETFs? Solana,
Litecoin, and Hedera.
Solana, Litecoin, and HBAR. Guys, if my reading served me right earlier, HBAR technically was the first to list among the 3, making it the 3rd ever cryptocurrency to get an ETF behind Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Oh no!
And so
Solana didn't have one.
Well, yes, it does today, but technically, HBAR listed slightly before Solana and Litecoin. They all listed today.
I think there was a Solana one before it though, Trent. Because
not a spot ETF. Yeah, not a spot ETF. And so yeah, HBAR is literally technically speaking, even though they all got listed together, it's the 3rd ever crypto to get a spot ETF behind Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. We all thought that was going to be Solana or XRP. So they
not Cardano.
Well, yeah, Cardano's coming. Guys, Grayscale is behind the Cardano ETF.
Did you see that? I commented on Big Pay's post today, and Iagon Network commented on it. Like,
oh no,
yeah, I was like, what's up, man?
Nice. But yeah, Cardano is coming. Like Grayscale is behind Cardano's ETF. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what order stuff gets listed in. Like H-bar, no shade on H-bar. I like H-bar, but a Canary Capital ETF, maybe I'm just ignorant for saying this, but in my mind, a Canary Capital ETF is not going to pull the kind of volume that a Grayscale ETF will. And, you know, Grayscale is betting on Cardano. They're not betting on.
We don't want
Cardano.
Grayscale. Grayscale dumps everything that they get.
Well, yeah, but they also pump it, you know, and so, they're with their Cardano ETF, they're rolling the on-chain liquid staking back into the price of the ETF to self-inflate the ETF price. So, you know, when they release an ETF, they are going to make sure it does well.
Well, you know what's really nice about Cardano being really having hard code to code with? I hate CCP, is the fact that, look at Solana. They may have easy code, but 99% of people either rug pullers or scammers.
Yeah. Hey,
know?
how about this? U.S. payment processor Zelle will start using stablecoins to facilitate cross-border transactions. The company, owned by some of the largest banks in the U.S., aims to deliver faster, more reliable global payments with stablecoins. In other stablecoin news, Western Union will pilot stablecoin settlements for global remittances. So, you know, guys, we used to think that if you were here in 2020 or 2021, you know how big this is because you remember actually hearing or even telling people yourself, yeah, like crypto is going to get so big that, you know, cross remittances and cross-border payments are going to come off of Western Union and onto crypto. But guys, we were wrong about that back then. We were wrong about that. The traditional system is going to make sure that it doesn't go obsolete and doesn't go out of date. And they've now officially said to crypto, hey, come here, we'll embrace you. Come be with us, you know, and hey, like for better or for worse, this is what's happening. And crypto is getting absorbed into the traditional world, and it's good and it's bad. It's good in the sense that, like, hey, there's adoption, right? But adoption at what cost? It's going to pump prices. It will. But adoption at what cost? Because we're losing some of what makes crypto, in my opinion. But hey, everything exists on a spectrum. You know, very few things are going to be fully decentralized. Like you have Bitcoin and Cardano over here, and then you have like everything else and a whole spectrum in between, you know? So
yeah,
everything's going to exist on a spectrum and everything has its place, but man, there is that part of me that doesn't like seeing the man, you know, have his hand so deep into the cavity of the crypto space. So there you go.
What's up, LT? He says Cardano is late on everything. Yep, at least he get it right. And then we got Daniel. He really wants us to get into Avalanche. He's ripping through the chat. Can you do squid software? The bottom is a big time. When did you buy big time, DZ? When did you buy? I'm curious. So we're coming back over. Which chart you on, Trent? You're on one of my charts, but I have to figure out which chart you're on. So when I'm on bubbles, okay. First off, guys, I'm taking a look at this. This is some news I wanted to share with Daniel, where he can breathe a little bit. Okay, so here's look at the top coins. Look at the 24-hour volume. Excuse me. Avalanche is right here. 18th, $20, 8.3 billion market cap, $550 million a trading volume in 24 hours without anything going on. Okay, I mean on the site they do have that Xbox game that they created that people are using. That's something big that Avalanche has. Now, Hideo did get a bump today, so it's not really a fair comparison, but it beats Monero, beats Shiba Inu, it beats Toncoin, it beats Crow. It beats Zcash has been on a tear. It's up 500%. It's almost tied with Zcash. It beats Mantle. It beats Diecoin, which I think is just a stable coin. It beats Tau. It has more volume than Tau. Has more volume than Will Liberty. Way more volume than Meme Coin, guys. I'm worried about that. A Uniswap has more volume than Uniswap, more volume than Aave, more volume than OKB, BitToken, Athena. Has more volume than Pepe. You know, Avalanche has more volume than it. Near Protocol has more volume. It has more volume than Near Protocol and Pepe combined. There's the PayPal stablecoin, 40th place. I was even wrong. I said 42nd. More volume than Ethereum Classic, Aptos, Ondo, Pi Network. It tied with Aster, which is brand new. It has more volume than Polygon, way more volume than Polygon, way more volume than Will Token, KuCoin, Arbitrum, ICP, more volume than Pump.Fun. It has more volume than Algorand. Caspa almost has no volume. Coin does not. It doesn't have beat that. But wow, actually surprised amount of volume Cosmos is putting out. Wow, Cosmos is putting out some volume. Holy cow! Way more volume than VeChain. I hold way more VeChain than you hold Avalanche, my friend. Way more volume than Jupiter. Dude, you got more volume than Pudgy Penguins. You have a lot of volume on your network, bro. Like, you just gotta let it do its thing, man. You gotta breathe. You bought it at a bad time. You bought it at a high. You probably FOMO if you're missing out. And you put your whole bag in there at once. You made a couple mistakes, bro. I can't fix them. And I'm telling you, if you try to sell it and try to time the market and catch the bottom, you have a 15% chance of making it right. I've seen a lot of people do it, and they lose it, man. They do, bro. They just happen to lose it. It is what it is. You'll have fear of missing out, and then you'll watch it go up 3%, and you're like, I gotta get back in. You're gonna be down. Okay, so that's something to take in consideration. We're also in October, moving into Moonvember, so you're kind of betting against the horse a little bit because traditionally, we do really good, and there's a lot of signs for us to do really good. Now, before I go into what I was gonna go into, because you sound like you're on a time crunch, I'm gonna go into AVAX. I'll give you the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay? I'm going to jump into a bigger... Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll start in the 1 hour. Okay, the 1 hour. 1 hour, we've been dropping, right? Bottom right here. I would put a long in right here. I would do that because I like it below the 60s. Double green dot. Money flow is kind of but we got everything else kind of doing pretty good. I'm like, okay, cool. I would do that. The 4 hour doesn't look like it's fully bottomed yet. That's just a lie. It could keep going down. It might even go down to like $19, or it could break below it in the neckline. That's what we call it. The 12 hour has a trigger wave to the downside. I'm not trying to BS you. There's a good chance we're going to go more. The 12 hour says we might go more. We might go to $17. We might go down to the bottom of this trend and say $16. That's the next leg. If we break that neckline, now we go into the daily. The daily also has a red dot, but with the momentum has been coming up. I would along this. That's how I like to trade. I like to wait for a double green dot lately below the 60, and I trade the momentum wave up. Now we got that red dot. Maybe it's time to get out. Let's jump into a larger time frame. So now you know the 4 hour, 12 hour, and daily aren't on your side. The 2 day is kind of on your side, kind of. Now, that's not bad. We can live with that. Which means you might be in a rough water for the next 36 hours, but the two days just starts flipping. It doesn't have to pump right away, but we got a confirmed green dot a day ago. Now, how long is it going to play out? We're looking at the VWAP. We're taking in the stochastics and the RSI and the strength and the money flow and everything kind of happening. Money flow is not bad. It's not bad. The VWAP's above the line. So, okay, the 2 day looks pretty good. Let's expand out. 3 days not looking that bad either. The 3 days not looking bad. We're starting to get a flip. So now, are you going to try to time it in the 36 hours? And then maybe we don't know how big this move is. I can't tell you how big the move is. Maybe we'll come up to $21 and then drop back down. But I can tell you there's a move coming, right? The 1 hour, 4 hour, 12 hour daily look bad. But the longer time frames, we start spanning out in a week, don't look that bad. They don't look that bad. The 5 day is not making a lower low. It's not looking that bad. We're starting to get possible trigger wave. It doesn't say it's done. It doesn't say it's done dropping, but it does look possible. In weekly, we're starting getting that point too. We have the first curvature. If you got first started coming up, the strength first starting to curve after this downtrend, this red dot. Okay, you saw this red dot and you were like, let's buy it, bro. Whoa, I just changed my chart. What the heck just happened? I have to exit out of trading view. I don't know what the heck just happened. I've not been able to fix that problem. Share this tab instead. Now, where was I at? Okay, AVAX. There we go. View full chart. I was on the 3-day or the weekly.
I don't know why you're shadow banned, Muffhead. T squared told me about that discrepancy, but I literally have no.
You see him on YouTube. He's not there on YouTube. I don't know why that happened either. Muffhead, you should ask somebody that's close to you. See if I forgot to check earlier if she's shadow banned too. Anyway, so where are we at? $35. Okay, dude, look, you bought a green dot, FOMO. Okay, green dots can play out like this, boom, and it can shoot up. Didn't happen here. Didn't happen here. I kind of put in like a 1 in 3 shot of it happening. Okay, you took your shot, you missed. Okay, it happened. We all do it. We all feel that FOMO. We all take a own shot. Oh wait, Amelia shadow banned too.
No way.
Oh no, she's there. I lied. It's just Muffhead.
I was gonna say I see Amelia's comments on video on like standalone videos.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she's there. I don't know why Muffhead shadow banned.
yeah.
That's something I have no idea. So anyways, so you took your shot, you bought the top. Okay, it sucks. It does suck. It does suck, right? Now, what can we do about it, right? We're at a neckline right here. Now, are you going to sell this bottom? This is 110% a bottom. Trend won't even vouch. This bottom, just from right where I'm looking at, is going back to 2022. Okay? There's a terrible straight line, but we're going to go with that straight line anyways. So now you have a bottom from 2022. Now, is it responsible for me to tell you, hey, we're going to fall below this very long trend neckline? You can even say from November is really when we broke above it. Now, yeah, we could break below it. Ooh, okay, well, look. That's all you have to lose. You're 60% the way there. But what do you have? What do you have to gain? Well, you have a really big ass mother effing big triangle. That's what you got. You've been trading this trend, right? And
do not sell your AVAX.
Yeah. Look at that. And I can't even do it justice, even drawing this, because I can't only have the space on the screen. Now look at your upside. Look at your upside, right? $150. $150. Look how close you are to the bottom. Look, you're 60% there. You're gonna try to time that little tiny baby gap in the next week or two, 3 months. Even let's say 3 months. You're gonna try to time that baby gap. When we have a little room in this triangle, we could have another 3 months in here. I don't know. I think we're about 2 months behind the cycle. Now, you are potentially giving up. Statistically, how often does this play out? $150, $150. You're looking at just right here, just 7x off where you're current. No, probably more where you're currently at. No, maybe where you're currently at. Now, think about that. How often do you go to the casino and they showed you this chart? I'm 100%. I'll bet on it. 100%. I won't be like, well, I'll come back in an hour and see if it's still looking good. I would take that bet. 100%. Don't beat yourself up, bro. When you zoom out, you see it clearly. When you zoom in, you panic. You panic, bro. And that's the truth. You could be down $8,000, dude. You know how much money I'm down? I am incredibly down on some of my bets. Incredible. Some of them are actually really good because I looked back here and I was buying. I knew what I was looking at. You're educated yourself right now. Next cycle, you're going to be buying it. You'll probably be buying it where it's at right now. You'd be like, hey, I see that $20. I know last time it didn't break below $20, and we're just typing hypothetically. You're like, this is the bottom. It was the bottom since 2022, and you're going to be scooping it back up. Don't beat yourself up, man. It's not. Don't make it a mental game. It's a timing game. What Warren Buffett says, Trent. Trading is like the moving money from the patient to the and from the inpatient to the patient.
Yes. Yeah. So
I can't tell you when to sell, Daniel. Only you can tell you. I could tell you this could take us 2 months to take here. This could take 4 months to get to the top. But when you're at the top, you're feeling pretty good. You know, if we could break above this neckline, the next move is $85. You know,
You know when selling half of your bag would significantly improve the quality of your life.
and not just that.
In one sense, I am saying don't ever sell it, because if you have a high conviction asset, and not every crypto is a high conviction asset, but if you do have a high conviction asset, and I think AVAX is one of those.
I think it could be.
Yeah. You should never fully exit a position like that.
Well, that's the problem too, Trent. I was going to address if you give me a second. So another thing too,
Yeah.
you went all in. That's telling you your strategy is probably not the right. You bought your entire bag at the tippy tip peak. Okay. Now, if you want to know when to sell it, how a professional would do it, sell a little bit. I would sell maybe 10% at $35. Maybe another 10%, 50. We'll go up to like a little above that neckline. You got $66. Sell 10% there. You'll always, if you still do the 10% strategy, you will always still hold a little bit. Sell 10%, $91. Sell 10%, 115. You hit this peak, sell 10%, 150, and we keep going. Sell 10%, and you could just do it all the way up. We could. Some people have shown some charts of AVAX going up to $500. I mean, that's really high. You know.
Or sell a 0.5% every day that Bitcoin dominance is underneath 55%.
Yeah, and there's never hold it till when. There's never. I can't give you that answer, man. I'm not God. I don't know if I wish. That'd be a lot of work. But, but if I knew, I could tell you. But I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to catch the top. I'm not that good. I think 99% of people aren't that good, because if 99% of people were that good, they would never trade again, because they trade 4 times every 10 years. You know. Yeah. And that's not realistic. If the people who get that top and get that bottom, they sell every single day. Every single day, they're like, I'm gonna sell and I'm gonna sell, and then they go on YouTube and say, hey, look, guys, I caught it. That's all. That's BS. They didn't catch it. They got lucky.
Yeah.
We can get close. We can get close. I caught the bottom on Bitcoin. I said 15,500 was the bottom. Before I even knew how to chart. You know how I got that? I watched it, and and I had a hunch, man. I trusted God, and I said, dude, I think that's the bottom. You can say what you want, but dude, God is 100% real. Where's Bitcoin at? I watched FTX crush someplace right around here, bro. I remember it might have been even right here. I watched crush. Where did this wick go to? $15,479. I was $21 off from calling the bottom. I wasn't on YouTube then, but I was like, dude, that's the bottom right there. And then I watched. You had 4 weeks to catch that bottom before we moved up, and never saw those numbers again. When we hit the top, you might not catch the tippy tip top. Let's say Bitcoin's 165. I'm just making the number up. 165. You might have 4 weeks where it's at between 165 and 150 before it will drop back down to, like, I don't know, 120. I'm just making numbers up. That you got 4 weeks. We don't actually know that. We could go off like history. This is just stuff you got to think about. I'm like, look at this top. Here's this top. We had this wick went up to 60 high of 67,000. And if you want to go on the average of 62, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, and then you had to be out. So let's just say 4 weeks, because it just makes easy math. 4 weeks, man, for the top. Even over here, you could probably cut the top out right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had 5 weeks right there. If you're lucky. So you have to be able to recognize it, man. Recognize it. And if you tune into here, man, we'll give you our best guesses, but we can't jump in front of the crowd and change the whole show around to be able to give you an AVAX just catered chart TA. I would love to. I'll do my very best to give you the best TA I can give you. But if I look at this week and I look at it next week, 1 day difference, how much is going to change on a 1 day time frame? You know what I mean? I want what's best for you, man. I really do. And I'm trying to help you understand real data. What's up, Matt? How you doing, brother? Dump before the pump, dude. 100%. You know, like I said, I rearranged the show a little bit today. I want to go into this, Trent, because I was talking about it in the Discord. I was talking about it yesterday. Hey Trent.
Yeah.
You know, I said I wanted to go into it. My computer mouse just died.
Oh.
You know, that was what a time to die. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm pulling a cable over.
You want me to pull it up on mine?
Do you have CoinGlass?
Yeah.
Do you know how to get to the heat map on CoinGlass?
Yeah.
I might be able to fix it. We'll see.
Yeah, I got you right now.
I was thinking about charging this too. What? That was a funny time to die. Where's my computer mouse at? There it is. It's coming back to life.
Oh, is it?
It's slowly. I can see it now at least. So go ahead and pull it up on your end while I wait for my mouse to think.
Got you.
And I was on the 3-day on the heat map on man holds BTC but no spare mouse.
But no what?
But no spare mouse.
Oh yeah.
It's charging. It's charging slowly.
Liquidation.
Oh, I got it. We're back.
Got you.
Okay. So share tab instead. We're gonna go to liquidation.
Does
And
that have a
Matthew.
perp tax? It does, doesn't it? Isn't Sologenics? Does it have a perp?
Sologenics is XRP.
Does it have a perp tax? Actually, I don't think it does. Let me double check myself.
I think Flare might be one too. I'm not 100% sure.
No,
but I was just looking at the Flare volume and it was super low.
A perp dex is where you can trade leverage on chain.
Yeah.
Like Strike on Cardano.
Yeah. Where am I at? Okay, so heat map liquidity, volume 1. We were on the 3-day. So what I told everybody yesterday, we were freaking, where were we? Like, I think we were right here. Just the 3-day. No, where were we at? We didn't cut into this yet, for sure. What's the price of BTC? Okay, so we were right here, and I told everyone, I was like, guys, I think we're coming down. If I was a market maker, dude, this liquidity pool was just too glossy, and I wanted it, man. If I was like in a kitchen and I wanted a cookie, and I had a stack of cookies in front of me, and a stack of cookies in the pantry that are not very good flavored, I'm gonna eat the cookies in front of me. That's just how I thought about it.
I should have known this off the top of my head. XRP does have a perpetuals DEX platform, and it's on Epic Chain. Epic Chain, you know, and this is a roundabout way because Epic Chain is actually also EVM compatible, but it's compatible with EVM Ethereum Virtual Machine, and it's compatible with the XRP Ledger, and Ripple itself is an investor in Epic.
Oh, I heard. Yeah, I knew that too.
And Epic Chain has a whole host of RWAs on it. And actually, when you make it a basket of RWAs on Epic Chain, the yield that you earn from your RWA basket, you get paid out in XRP.
There you go.
So, guys, Epic Chain is one to look into because it's low cap, and that thing will probably
100x.
Yes. I don't know. Yeah, that thing will probably break into the top 100. Like, if you really think about it, there's some stuff that shouldn't be in the top 100 that is, and Epic Chain definitely deserves to be there more than a lot of those coins. So yeah.
Well, okay. So now we're going into the weekly liquidity. All right. If I was a market maker, I'm not going up. There's nothing up there. I'm sorry. There's not. I would love for Bitcoin to go up. I would love it. I even said this yesterday. I actually woke up and I saw Bitcoin 116. I was like, what the hell? And I was like, no way. And I literally posted a chart. If you guys are in our Discord, you'd see me post a chart. I'm like, I literally said in the comments, which I never do this in the general chat because I usually have my chart area. I post my charts. I said, Bitcoin's at 116K. This is super interesting. I'm like, I really like Bitcoin going up makes me happy. But I'm like, we left our effing CME gap at 110, just like we left it 2 weeks ago. We shopped to 125 at like 105. And I'm like, we got a black swan event. I'm like, it's great to go up, but it's not time yet. And I'm looking at this right now. We have a CME gap at 110 right here. And I said, if we were going to eat that fattest stack of liquidity right here, I said, there's no reason why we're not going to come down and eat this. And on the weekly, there's a lot of liquidity down here. A lot of liquidity. I don't know if we'll come back down to 105. Okay, that's pretty low. But I can see at least 108. I think that's definitely a cards. And I haven't looked at the charts. And this is just going off of liquidity. I mean, of course, I looked at the charts, but I haven't looked at them fresh in front of my face. What's up, kitten? Mr. Daniel, you got promoted into the Discord. We need to get a hold of you. Oh no, my mouse came unplugged. You got donated a fat stack of cash at the end of the day for you to join. He's a good man. Okay, so yeah, I'm a little oblique on the chart for heat map liquidation. Now, look at Bitcoin weekly returns. A little bit back in the negative. We're slightly positive yesterday, Trent. We have till Friday, technically till Saturday to have October.
I'm looking into it right now, Daniel.
Gainers, losers, inflow history. I don't know where it's going to go, but we're going to go back to the charts. We have a couple coins requested. I saw Near. I saw somebody request Near. Well, I'm going to do Near right after I do Bitcoin. Parabolic, Big Booty, Latina Gains in November. Matt, why do I feel like I recognize your logo? But YouTube did this thing and they changed everybody's names on us for no apparent reason at all. You're a subscriber, right? Because I feel like I recognize that picture, but I can't put my thumb on it. What's up, Joe from Trade Intuition, guys? If you haven't already, shout out to Joe to Trade Intuition. He does a morning show every single day. If you guys haven't, you should go over there and follow him. Okay, so now where was I going? Bitcoin. I'm gonna go over Bitcoin and I'm gonna go over Near.
Oh, hey, Joe. Since you're on here, G Square, what time are we going live for Halloween?
It's supposed to be 11 o'clock, 11:30.
11:30. So, hey, thank you for the sub, Matthew. When you guys sub to the channel, you join the Brew Crew, the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. You also touch T-Square right in his banana zone, which happens to be his heart. But Joe, we're going live with JJ from JJ's Cryptic Corner at 11:30. So on Friday. So maybe if you want to join us, we can do. I don't want to call it a four-way, but maybe we can all be on a YouTube live stream together.
Yeah, kind of like around the blockchain, but our own version of it. Okay, we'll go over Near. Okay, fine. Buffett, I'll skip Bitcoin. We'll go over Near. Right after my favorite segment. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Pacific time.
PST.
Yeah.
Near protocol. Actually, I think Near I have up in my blue chips. You know, before I cover Near, I'm going to cover Near, but I'm kind of curious on the trading volume of Near. I mean, we all should be, right? Near has $200 million of trading volume. That's actually really good, Muffed.
Hey, tell me why I can see that now.
Yeah, right.
Hey, what kind of BS is that? Like, this guy has to pay just to have YouTube show his comment.
What did I say? Near was like top 38. Well, it has the same amount of trading volume as Toncoin. Beats Toncoin actually. That doesn't beat Aave, but it beats. Oh, here's Near. It beats Ondo and Pi Network combined. Beats WorldCoin, KuCoin. Beats that. Beats. Wow, KuCoin. Oh my gosh. Did you see KuCoin's volume? Trent, it's only 5 million.
Oh, wow.
Trading volume. That's so low. But it's also not listed anywhere, but still. Holy cow. ICP's trading volume is only 65 million. Okay, so let's cover Near, guys. Near network. AVAX, ton. Mana engine. Where are you at, Near? I'll have to type you up. I'm gonna type in Near USDT. Mexi. I don't have a Mexi. Why is Near not on here? I swear it must have got removed somehow. Where it used to be. Okay, so Near. What do you want to know? Like the long term or short term? Or both? Like, I guess I could do both. 1 hour. Man, I normally take a long on a blue wave like that, but the VWAP's really not making me feel like great. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour shows still momentum to the downside. Money flow is going down. VWAP starting to come up, but the money flow coming down, I'm probably going to be bearish to trade sideways action. 12 hours downward action on the red dot momentum wave. Yeah, 12 hour, I'm bearish. I'm more bearish 12 hour. I'm bearish on the daily. I don't really like that setup either. I would say normally I'd be bullish on a green wave like that. But if a doji candle, the 2 time frames before that are looking kind of bleak. The 5-day, we kind of getting a little bit more nicer outflow or out view because we're getting the bullish divergence we need. No, I think I take it back. I lied. We don't have bullish divergence. I thought I saw it, but I guess it was the whiskey hitting me. It was the beer. The weekly looks like it's getting closer to a bottom.
Oh, hey, your chart's not up. Sorry.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. Thank you,
Sorry,
Joe.
I was over here trying to figure out how to get Daniel Ghazi his membership.
Thank you, Joe. You always got my back and my front. YouTube probably shadow banned you, Muffhead, because you probably said something that was inappropriate.
My guy is way too hydrated.
Oh yeah, what was I saying? So we got the 12 hour, we'll go back over it. 12 hour, we have momentum coming down. The daily, we have a red dot showing bearishness. The Stokes RSI strength, red dot, VWAP, money flow is not strong. Everything looks like it's coming down. The 2-day was the only thing that looked good. It looks okay, but the VWAP, the VWAP's flat. It's not a good sign. And we have a doji candle, trend reversal of the very little bit uptrend we have. That's the kind of thing how market cipher works, guys. It's not like you can do 1, 2, 3, 4 every single time. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not really how it works. You get into like a book, you kind of have to learn to read. The 2-day, it's getting closer to flipping bullish. Oh, 3-day, sorry. And the weekly, again, here we can say that was like our bottom on the momentum. We got more momentum. We're getting possibly more momentum. So again, that way we're going up. The Stokes RSI came low right here. Strength's kind of curve up before the RSI is. So it's not bad. Now, if you really want to know where it can go on like the end of the bull run, let me zoom out. Call me crazy, call me insane. Dude, you can really say it's been like a triangle since the beginning of the time. If it really does decide that's the bottom,
What's up, Joel?
I think
at Jolenberg?
20 bucks, shy of 20 bucks. Jolenberg, Undo. Oh man, I love Undo. I hold a fat bag of Undo. I'm a big Undo guy. So we got 20 bucks for maybe a top for Near. I don't hold any Near. but I would like to see $20. That would be the target. We'll go find Ondo. I guess just show a normal time frame because normal time frame. I mean, a lot of these blue chips also all play together at the same time. I think Ondo I put up higher. Here it is. Wait, is my charts on the screen, chat? I'm just kidding. So we got Ondo. Well, clearly in like this lower like flag pattern, not good pattern. We have momentum coming down. Stokes are high. Strength is also high, which is actually pretty good. A high, but the low means money flow. Momentum's coming down. VWAP's coming down. Money flow's coming down. That's bad sign. Bad. And also just that we have, not just that, we have, I had to zoom out and find this. We have an X. Market cipher says to short, which for me, it doesn't always play out. But what I'm saying is it's like a 1 in 3 shot. It's like the green dot, but reverse. So I would keep an eye on that. Wait till, I think we will bottom once this 12-hour bottoms. And we have to get there. And it's not there yet. And the daily also shows it might not be there yet. Daily's looking bleak. This is very similar to, this chart looks very similar to near. But we have a little bit more of a front run than near because we got a confirmation the 2-day and the 3-day for the green dot, which is a good sign for momentum coming in. I actually like the 2-day more than I like near's 2-day. The weekly time frame, it's like a week ahead of, a week or two ahead of near. The monthly chart. Scroll down. Dude, that was a nasty wick, bro. 25 cents. Oh my gosh. Daniel, I wanted to go. Daniel, not Daniel Ghazi, Daniel K. I was going to say, what did you think when AVAX wicked down to $8 that day on that black swan? Well, I was looking at on the monthly. You could say this might be a double bottom on the monthly, minus that black swan event, which is that wick, and we recovered the same day. This is a very strong resistant line. Excuse me. Well, we have a really strong resistant line coming in right here. Trent, what type of pattern would you trade this, Trent? Would you say that's a bilateral?
Hold on.
Did you say that's a flag?
Right there on the weekly. I mean,
this month, yeah. Would you draw it like that?
Well, that looks like a descending triangle to me.
So are you thinking? What do you think though? The all-time high could be off this pattern.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would draw it. What? Oh, that's on Ondo.
Yeah. Maybe you could tell us what the top is. Do you think it was Ondo? Because I don't believe $2 is gonna be the top for Ondo. I think it's gonna be way higher than that.
No. Yeah, it's gonna be higher than that. But I mean, the thing is, you have to ask yourself, that's just a measured move from.
Currently,
from that. So, what starts happening later, on its way up there? Is it making one big bull flag as it moves up?
Well, because we can make a Sammy Cup in handy.
Right. You can, yeah. You have to look for whatever new pattern is shaping from that point.
So also, guys, if you haven't already, come over to our BidFi in our description. No KYC, no VPN. Save 20% on your trading fees if you use our link, guys. I mean, slick. If you're new to trading, you can get $100 deposit if you're green. And if you're a little bit more advanced, you can get a $500 deposit will give you a $100 bonus. If you're a little more skilled, you can deposit $1,000 and get a $200 bonus. And if you're a little bit more skilled on our level, you can deposit $5,000 and get a $1,000 bonus. It doesn't need to be Tether. It could be Avalanche, it could be XLM, it could be Cardano, it could be BNB, it could be VeChain, it could be Sweet. It just has to be the equivalent of $5,000 to get your $1,000 bonus. And once you get your bonus, you can trade with all the money you got in there, or you can take your money out and put it back into your cold storage or wherever you got it from, trade with your $1,000 bonus. And not just that, but sorry, my mouse died again. I unplugged it. I thought it would last. But not just that, but oh, by the way, this link didn't end October 15th. I know what it says. We just have to get a fresh one in X. Yeah. But I lost my train of thought. That distracted me. Wow, I really just derailed my train of thought.
You were talking about the Bitcoin.
Yeah, well, I know I was talking about the BitFi. Whatever, guys. It's unimportant. If you guys are interested in how to trade, you can get access to our Discord so you can optimize it. One, we got swing trades coming in from the top ROI traders aggravated from BitFi's. My dog just like moved my camera cord. I watched my screen go trades. Here's one that they call for virtuals. They had a 15% and a second one for 35%. Here's your trading ton. Here's a call that they made yesterday at 8:20. And it said entry price 214 to 208, which is really nice about this. It's the only one I've ever seen, guys. You get a take profit price 250, 260, 274. Not many places give you when to take profits. Then you get your stop loss at 196, guys. So that's a good entry right there for a ton. And here's the virtual one that they probably called and that you got the profits from. Here's another one that aggravated off Co.ai. 65% gains. Here's one they call for link. They even tells you what leverage to use on some of them. Here's an Atom call 3129, take profit 368. Those are just on the swings. Now you got scalp trades over here. There's an entry call that they just made. They just made this, guy. So this is alpha as of what freaking time is it? 4 minutes ago, Trent. 4 minutes ago. Oh, I never heard of OL, but they saying there's a lot of traders out there. That's how Trent got a 4,000% gain on Bliss, or something ridiculous like that, on OL USDT. Here's the setup is long. This is what they're reading, guys. They're waiting for the dip to come down in here. They're saying there's your long setup, entry price 3028, take profit at 44625, a stop loss at 25, just in this little zone right here. That's looking pretty sweet, man. That is looking like a pretty sweet setup. I'll even zoom in so you guys can see a little better. Here you guys go. And if you're on BitFi, they have this coin, OL, and get over there and trade it. Also, I remember I was saying earlier, we have CoinM futures too. So if you want to trade, and not everything is offered, like XRP, probably Avalanche, Solana, like all those larger coins, you can trade in your cryptocurrency, and you can get paid in your crypto. Yeah, get paid in your cryptocurrency.
Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, ADA, Solana, and that might be it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Just a couple of them. Anyways, Trent's gonna take it away. He's gonna give you his top call for Ondo. This move, Ondo is a first mover. I think is a move at FS. What's FS?
FS. What do you mean?
Ondo is a move FS.
Oh, for sure.
Do you know? You said the bonus you get. Yes.
Yeah, he was saying when you didn't know what you were in the middle of saying, it was the bonus. Probably for the fact that you know, when you deposit $5,000, you get a $1,000 bonus.
So another thing too, guys, if you're willing to join the Discord, now granted it's not free anymore, but Trent and I do get kickbacks off the trading fees. So we're inclined to help you. So if you post your chart, damn well, I'm going to go over with Market Cypher because I want you to maximize your gains. Trent wants you to maximize your gains. He will go over it for you.
Yeah.
He's going to stop what he's doing in the middle of it. He'll pull over with his car in the middle of the desert where he has no charging station and use his battery with his phone plugged into it, and he's going to go over your chart because that's how much he cares about you guys winning your trades. Now, we can't give you financial advice. but we can do our best what we can do. We'll tell you what we would do in your situation.
Yeah. So, Ondo, you know, I want to find a better, let's see.
It's kind of hard to figure out what Ondo's going to do.
Well, I just need to get a chart with more history.
We were trying to pull a chart up the other day with history on gold from like the 40s, and it took a while. The oldest chart I got now is like from 04, 21 years old.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So, you know, to me,
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna feed my dog.
Yeah, go for it. To me, you know, we already showed this, but you've got this kind of move right here. And you take the width of the triangle. You pull the measured move. It depends on where you pull from. The thing is, it's a mistake to pull from right here at the tip of the end of the pattern, because the breakout's never going to perfectly be from that point. Like, you know, if it breaks from here, you know, the measured move is a little bit higher. You know, if you're on the logarithmic chart, that's showing $3.20, and I do like the log chart better for higher time frames, weekly, monthly, you know, etc. Not only that, you've got the fact that the stochastic RSI on the weekly looks like it's bottomed out. You know, you have a you do have
shout out to subscriber 620 and 619. I know one of those were you, Matt. I don't know who the other person is. Also, Matt, please share your first coin you've ever bought in crypto, because I would love to take a look at it.
Yeah. If you use the MACD to draw a divergence here, you do have like a hidden bullish divergence.
Maybe it was Jolenberg. Jolenberg, that was you at 620. Shout out to you too. Also, guys, if you don't know this, me and Trent both used to work for Hit Network on Bitboy Crypto. So, you know, we are some secret alpha out there. Well, unknown still. We're making our way into the spaces with great YouTube crypto content.
One second, guys. Yeah, so, you know, the stochastic RSI is bottomed out. You know, the thing is, I've seen charts where oftentimes on this move up, you know, you have it broken up into several flags, right? So you can get like a 3-week move, a 3 to 5 week move broken up by a flag right here, and then flags out again up here. And then, you know, from there, the price can sort of, let's say it makes an inverse head and shoulders. From there, and then you end up with a whole new measured move up to the top. So by the time you're done doing that, like, you know, you've got to see, you got to see, like, if you have a breakout from this triangle and you end up, you know, above all-time highs, which right now is at $2.11. Say you end up at $2.50 to $3, then you have to ask yourself at that point, is the RSI overbought? Is the stochastic RSI overbought? Are the Bollinger Bands like way too separated from each other? You know, are you due for some kind of correction? And then you have to start, you know, assessing what kind of patterns you may see from there. So it's not a straight shot from here to $6. It's just, we all know Ondo is capable of that kind of market cap fundamentally. I'm just saying from the chart, it's not a straight shot there. It's going to do some things in the middle of all of that, right? So let's see here.
Did you make some awesome gains there, Matt, on Pepe?
Let's
We
see.
have a memorable in here, Pepe. Pepe shows up in our chat all the time.
Yeah. So yeah, the difference. It was. Why did I forget your name? Oh, Joe. You asked about the difference between the log chart and the linear chart.
You forgot Joe's name. He only has one of the most iconic names in history.
I know, but I'm like, Joe Intuition, Trade Intuit. I don't know. Anyways, in my understanding of it, the linear chart like represents the value difference.
Very nice, man.
It represents the value difference between the candles in a way that's uniform, and this is better for shorter time frames, like when like absolute price levels are the focus, right? But when you have the log chart up, in my assessment, the log chart is better for longer time frames where like large price movements can sort of like distort the value a little bit. The log chart will like give you a visualization for data that spans larger periods of times. It helps you visualize the percentage move better. And to me, what is a pattern other than a visualization of a percentage move, right? So the linear chart gives you the true value, in other words, but the log chart helps you visualize that value, especially when there's volatility. It helps you. Yeah.
Will you look up? Matt wants to look up some low cap alpha. I gotta go, but I'll go for a second. Pull up Heroes of Mavia. I'll be right back.
Okay, got you. First coin was 1K in Pepe 2023. Really? What a first coin. He says correct. Linear regular chart equals price difference. Log chart equals percentage difference. Right. Yeah, log is best to use for long term. And I think it's best personally. I think it's best to use long term, especially when you're dealing with patterns and long-standing trend lines. I'll give you a good example of this. Right. If I go to Bitcoin right now, and I go here, I am on the. I think I'm on log. Yeah. So if I go to Bitcoin and I draw a trend line on the logarithmic chart, then you see that we're respecting it, right? We respected it, right here. I can even probably
my dog
bring this from all the way down here. So we started. Oh, you're good. We started here from the bottom. Right, we respected it right here. We respected it right here. We respected it right here. And we respected it again on this last dip. It actually is following the 50-week moving average almost exactly. The 50-week moving average has been support for Bitcoin through this entire bull run since September of 2023. And, because of the ETF, and not just the ETF, but because of institutional involvement, institutional tentacles in Bitcoin. Like the Bitcoin bull run started, 8 months before it was supposed to, you know? And so we do have a protracted bull run on Bitcoin already. If you don't believe in an extended cycle, which I've had to become convinced of, I haven't been saying it this whole time. I really haven't. But if you don't believe in an extended cycle for Bitcoin, you have to wrestle with the question of why the Bitcoin cycle is already extended. It started way earlier than it was supposed to, So anyways, there's that. The 50-week moving average has been respected the whole time. You see this linear chart is respected. However, if I get off of the log chart and I go to... Okay, so there I am. I got off of the log chart and I'm on the linear chart now. You see what it did to my trend line? So I need to be able to pull my my chart down. So 1 second. Okay, so you see what it did to my trend line there? Like, I have to, if I'm gonna start this trend line from the bottom and have a touch right there, so now we're in a different situation. We started down here from the bottom, but then we respected the trend line on the linear chart right here and right here. But on the logarithmic chart, we could actually still go back down to about $99,000 before we actually touch that trend line again. And, is that possible? For sure, it is. But again, the logarithmic chart is a better assessment of longer term percentage moves. This is why when you look at like something like the rainbow chart, it's showing you a logarithmic value, right? So I don't know. We have like almost two options here. Option number one is we respect the logarithmic trend line and we've bottomed, which I think is the scenario. Or we're going to actually come down further, back down to 99,000 again, and then we're going to respect the linear trend line. So, that is a big difference. It's not a fatal difference, but that is a big difference. But I think that the logarithmic chart is the better assessment for a longer chart, in my opinion. So, didn't we flush after previous Fed rate cut? Yes, but that doesn't mean you're going to flush after every rate cut. If you look back at the historical chart, we tend to flush after Fed pivots. When the Fed pivots from neutral to cutting, right? That's when, historically, that's when you see a flush before a big move, right? It's not necessarily the case that we flush after every subsequent cut after that. So you have to keep that in mind.
That's right.
Why do I feel like we were going lower after tomorrow's rate cuts? I don't know. I don't think so. It depends on what you mean by lower. We could go lower to fill the CME gap at 110 and change. But,
maybe 108. I think maybe past 108.
Yeah.
Trent.
Yeah.
You want to see something funny? I was looking at this morning, and I was cracking up. George shared this, but it says U.S. lawmakers seek to ban Trump and Congress from crypto stock and trading. I'm not opposed to like banning Congress from stock and trading. It says Representative Ro Khanna said He's introducing legislation to prohibit President Trump and his family and all elected officials trading crypto or stocks, cutting blatant corruption linked to Trump's son's crypto fund, World Liberty Financial, and the pardon of Binance's CZ. Khanna accused CZ of money laundering and claiming the pardon was tied to Binance's alleged support of World Liberty Financial, calling for a total ban on official owning crypto or accepting foreign funds. Ironically, the records show that Representative Khanna has personally conducted over 600 million stock trades since 2017. He's literally guilty of everything that he's accusing them of.
We got this this comment from Rod Chucker Fishing and Cooking 4158, which I guess is a better username than Rod Chucker Fishing and Cooking 69420.
It's not a username. It's the YouTube name. Because the YouTube doesn't show the username anymore. It's like, we don't need these.
Well, I mean, yeah, the handle or whatever it is. But I guess it's a better name than Rod Chucking Fishing and Cooking 69420. But anyways, this is not gonna happen. I don't know if he's trying to rage bait me or if he's like really being honest, but 33K before
maybe
200K.
Maybe forgot 3. Maybe it was 330K before 200K.
That's just not gonna happen. I don't know. That's not gonna happen. I mean, yeah. Look, if that happens now, this specific guy is going to remember that I, of all people, like a small YouTuber that most of the world does not know, he's somehow going to remember that I said that, and then he's going to go clip this and show it to the world. But I just don't think that's going to happen. Never trust a comment with that username. Exactly.
What you were asking us for? We're getting pretty close to wrapping up the show.
Hey, at Rod Chucker Fishing and Cooking 4158 is going to become our new Kenny for that comment.
Yeah. So you asked something that you might be able to get lucky on the big gains. So I'm pulling up this chart. You're going, what the hell is this chart? Exactly, right? This is Heroes of Mavia, and it's been dead. I can't even go back. But you get these ginormous wick. I mean, you can just see all those candles. They're just tiny. Now we come into the 1 hour, right? And we're starting to get a little bit move up. Momentum's coming back up. We had a big money flow. We're getting a reversal on the Stokes RSI. Strength coming up. VWAP's coming up. The money flow is very low right now. I'm just taking a look at this. This could get a nice bat wick again. We're possibly getting a trigger wave. We're getting reversals on the RSI, MACD, strength, money flow increasing. We haven't fully clipped a trigger wave, but we could get another anchor trigger wave. Last anchor trigger wave we had right here, and that sucker just roared. It just roared. Now, 12 hours still shows possibly more momentum coming to the downside. Maybe we catch up to the 21 before we actually get that. But hey, keep it on your radar. Keep it on your radar. That's something.
So we have this comment from someone on X.
XRP, yo, you got it, man. What's up, boys? Oh, that's just the X comment, but it looks like the XRP logo. What's up, boys? Check out the charts I sent in the comment section, the live stream on Twitter. Okay, yeah, we'll pull it up. I'm already on X, so that'll be no problem for me. Might have to refresh it though.
I have it right here.
All right.
But it's hard for me to really make out what I'm looking at here. I guess the left side is 2017 and
chart on the left is others from 2018, and now the chart on the right is others in 2017. Same time frame comparison on Bitcoin. And then the second one says chart on the left is Bitcoin. Okay, so it looks like it's just two comments, same comment.
Yeah. I mean, like, here's where we are versus where we're going. Like, he's saying that the on each chart, the left side is going to become the right side is the point, I guess.
I hope so. I freaking hope so.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Thanks for that, Big Sal. You want to sign us off?
Oh, that's
Are we
weird.
going for big booty Latita gains?
Well, I was looking over at the Bitcoin things because Sal's still looking at it, and the left side shows Bitcoin at 117. The right side shows Bitcoin at 111. But then you look at the daily and the monthly. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to digest what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Well,
Because that's showing. Oh, I see what I'm saying. So that's just showing the price. Two screenshots, 2 different days, or 2 minutes apart. The price just moved, flex. Okay. Interesting. Well, I hope that plays out. I got it now. I had to sit there and look at it for a second.
thank you, Joe. Oh yeah. Also, let us know, Joe, in the Discord or something. What you think about Friday? Just before you all sign off, can we get a small recap of you two? What this channel is, how y'all got into crypto, etc. New to the channel, new to y'all. Okay, yeah. I'll give you a 60 to 90 second recap, and then T Square can give you his thought about what I said. So, 60 to 90 second recap. Well, in 2021, my wife and I started working for Hit Network, and my wife worked in the social media department. They actually offered her to move to Georgia and take over the whole social media department. T Square was actually working for Hit Network during the same period of time, but he was working on Pluto Alliance, the NFT platform. We did not know each other at the time. It wasn't a huge company, but it wasn't a small company either, and we were both remote. So we didn't know each other. And then what had happened was in 2023, my wife, when the split between Ben and Hit Network happened, my wife and I left Hit Network, and we went with Ben to build his new channel from the ground up. And then, because we were working for Ben on his new channel, we flew out to Georgia in January of this year for the last court case that they had. We flew out to support Ben. Now, that does not mean that we condone everything that Ben says or does, especially when he was manic and emotionally and mentally unstable. However, my wife and I had a simple principle that, hey, Ben was the 67% majority shareholder, and ownership is ownership. Isn't that the principle that we're about in crypto?
And the only reason why he didn't have full 100 is because he gave TJ 30%.
Yeah, exactly. So we went with him, based on a principle. Also, he was good to us. He really was. Did he call a lot on nights and weekends and not really have a perception of normal people time? Yeah, he didn't, but okay, but fine. He's paying us for a job that we get to do remotely, and when you got to work, you got to work. But that was really just due to him being not a normal person on a normal time schedule. That's all it was. If we ever wanted, if we needed to unplug to go take a trip or something, it wasn't a problem. He treated us well, gave us a Christmas bonus, paid us well. No complaints. Literally, the only thing that happened was at the very end, he went manic, and the new company didn't have enough money to pay everyone anymore. So, anyways, we went out in January to support him at the last court case, and T Square actually went out there as well because he also talked to Ben for other reasons, and then we ended up meeting each other in the night before the court case. We went out for hibachi, where they cook the Asian food in front of you and make the fire. And we went there with Ben and Cassie, and then we were in court the next day. And I was about to, in my mind, I'm saying, okay, I'm going to ask Ben if I can pray for him before court happens. And then I see T Square stand up, and he goes and he asks Ben, he's like, hey man, can I pray for you? He beat me to it. And I was like, okay. I was like, I like this guy, talking about T Square. I knew him for like 24 hours at that point. Well, no, 12 hours at that point. But I was like, I like this guy because he believes in Jesus, and he's being bold about the gospel, and he's out there asking someone, if he can pray for him, asking Ben Armstrong if he can pray for him right before the court case. And then, it was snowing a lot in Georgia, which it normally doesn't do. We ended up, our flights got delayed like hours and hours and hours on end. So we were both stuck in an airport together all day into the middle of the night. My flight actually got out of there before his did. And then, dude, we were stuck in an airport together so long that we were either gonna walk away being friends or walk away being like, man, it's a good thing I don't have to talk to that guy anymore in an airport. Like, one of those two things was going to happen. And and we left there as friends. And then, as things got more and more manic with Ben, we were like, you know what? Let's start our own channel, because hey, crypto is about removing intermediaries. So I don't necessarily want to just work on someone else's channel all the time. I think that we have what it takes to do our own thing. So here we are.
Well, I agree with that, Trent. I also really like having a multiple person channel. There's not a whole lot of them out there in crypto space. I think a lot of it's because I don't really know, man. But I couldn't really get because people are greedy. I have no idea, because I think multiple people channels are really nice. I mean, even like Ben and TJ, and I like the camaraderie. And then you got SimCity, which I don't really watch them, but I've always enjoyed having two people personalities be able banter and talk back and forth. I think if you're just one person, all of it goes to your head. But what got me into crypto is I bought Dogecoin, had no idea what I was doing. I watched Ben's channel help me get me through the bear market. I prayed to God when I knew when to sell, because I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't trust anybody on the internet. So it was kind of like that type of vibes. Then a few years later, they launched NFTs called Blue Alliance. I bought into them. Way more. I maxed out 3 credit cards. I was like, dude, I'm living. I'm going to pay off the interest on the yields that I'm going to do. And it's lasting forever. They said it. I'm going to do it. This is great. And I got myself into a bind, and I'm out of my bind now. But in the long story short, they got me on a cruise with Ben. They're like, you want $3,000 cash, or do you want to go on this cruise? And I said, hell yeah, I want to go on that cruise. I want to talk to this guy. And I talked to him, and I said, hey, man, you can't have these ding-dongs running these things that don't know what the heck they're doing. And you need somebody that's financially invested and wants what's best for this project. I took a 180 of that ship. The guy that I was working for threatened to fire me and rob the treasury. I said, you go for it. I said, I didn't even want this job. I said, I just wanted to vent to Ben. And Ben said, you want to come work for me? And I said, fine, I'll do it on one condition. I want direct contact to Ben, because I didn't trust anybody. And doing that, they tried to remove me a couple of different times because I was a thorn in their side, and I didn't give no fucks, to be honest with you. I was like, dude, I'm burned, man. I'm burned. And getting drugged sucks ass. I never want that to ever happen to anybody again. And so that's why I started working with Ben. And when Ben separated, honestly, I didn't really know whose side I was on. I wasn't on anybody's side, to be realistic. I was like, well, this is blowing up over here. They're blowing up over there. I'm going to sit and watch for a while. And after watching for a while, I said, you know what? I think Ben's probably on the right on this, because I was remote. I didn't know anything. And, I worked for him a long time. I love the guy. I still, every now and again, I touch bases with him, make sure he's doing okay. I think there is a lot going on in his life, and he's sorting a lot out. He had a lot happen to him. That's a lot on his plate. I hope it's best for him. I'm excited that me and Trent met and we started doing our own thing. And here we are today, man. I just trucking along, doing our best every single day.
So at Matthew Clevy, I'm only posting this because you said, men of faith, I F with it. my wife and I do have an entirely faith-based channel. I think that the Blockchain Brew is also a faith-based channel, by the way. But my wife and I also have a channel where we go to our friend's house and record our, some prayer and worship nights. And then we did just start doing a podcast as well. And once a week, I'm about to start teaching through 150 chapters in the Bible that deal with the end times. That's going to be interesting. And I think I might take some clips out of those and repurpose them for this channel. Because you know what? I think that crypto and the end times is actually it's in the stratosphere of the same topic, So
Yeah.
there you go.
Dino, you said subscribed already. Matt said he subscribed to your new channel.
Thank
That's
you,
one of the
guys.
reasons why I didn't get into Bitcoin in probably in 2013, guys. I was well aware of what it was. I had stayed away from it intentionally because I think crypto is related to the end times. But you know what? I thought about it. I said, you know what? God gave me a brain. I can't stop revelations from happening, so I might as well make a lot of money while doing it and help grow his kingdom in the meantime.
Yeah.
That's what came down to it.
Yeah, I do hold some BTC, not enough. I hold ADA. That's been my biggest mistake of the last cycle, is not accumulating more Bitcoin. And my biggest mistake has been actually not accumulating more spot ADA and doing too many big positions on leverage. So there you go.
There you guys go. Well, anyways, on that note, hey man, I appreciate sub 621. I should appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I like to go through the chat and thank everybody before we sign off. Thank you, Matt, for subbing and joining and finding us. Thank you, D.U. We got who I'm scrolling up.
I wasn't giving 99 as a target, by the way. I'm just saying, it either holds the log chart, and we've already bottomed, which I think is the case.
Yeah.
Or we go down to the linear trend line, which would be at 99K. But I think that's the less likely scenario, to be clear.
Thank you, Big Sal. I think you actually might be one of the first people ever on X, so I appreciate the comments and the 8-year chart patterns you pulled up. I hope you're right. I think you might be right, but we'll have to wait and see. Thank you to Joe for chiming in and always being a blessing to us. Thank you, Rod, Chucker, Fishing, and Cooking 4158 for coming on in and joining the Brew Crew. Scrolling up. We thank you, Muffhead, for coming on in. Jolenberg, thank you for coming on in. Thank you for following up Bondo. It's been a while since we looked at it. Always enjoy looking at nice charts. Where am I at? Kitten on Fire, Daniel Ghazi, thank you for coming on in. Hope we get you in the Discord here soon. It'll be sweet. It's weird not seeing Daily on here. Calvin, I didn't see you, Calvin, but I'm shouting you out right now. It's a sports update. Shout out to Canadian friends. Blue Jays beat the Dodgers series, tied up 2-2. Oh my goodness. Calvin's in the sports, man. Amelia, thank you for coming on in. Joining the channel today. Eventually, guys, we're going to have so many people in these comments, I won't be able to keep up with them all. DZ, thank you for coming on in. We appreciate you. Lots of love. LT, thank you for coming on here. Lots of love. Daniel Kaufman. I hope my rant about Avalanche really helped you out. Maybe we'll clip it and we'll do a video on it. I hate CCP. Thank you for coming on in. We appreciate you, my friend. Your name cracks me up every time I read it.
Communist Party is in our chat.
I hate the CCP. Banana Republic. Love you, brother. Thanks for coming on in. And I think that's it, man. I'm scrolling up as fast as I can. I think I got everybody. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, Real Meta. I'm sorry, Real Meta. I forgot about you. But on that note, guys, we'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Stay hydrated.
Cheers.
Check out the links in the description, and we'll be back. Catch you guys later. Oh my gosh, Trent! You chugged a whole another beer? That's insane!